I'm Dr. Greg Postel. Lynette, thank you, and Jen. We have a whole lot to talk about. We got severe weather. We got upcoming over the next couple days. No surprise, right? Because it's been so active.
We're going to be dealing with rounds of rain. We have first day of spring for today, and we have snow to talk about still.
It's still snowing. It is still cold. We're going to talk about all of that. Also, we have two really great interviews for you on the show today. One is about your citrus fruit and the cold temperatures and making sure it could last longer. We've got Jerry James Stone with us, and also the big seaweed blob.
Yes.
Everyone talking.
You even asked me. I went to Mexico, and you asked me about the seaweed there.
If you saw it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we're going to have a guest, a scientist on the show, talk more about that today.
Gosh, seaweed.
My
daughter does, but I don't. No, I'm not.
Let's talk about these temperatures. Still in the south. We've got numbers out there that are continuing to run below average. Things are moving along on my map, so somebody else might be clicking. Anyway, we do warm up later this week. So it is cold right now. We do warm up later this week. Here, a big change is coming. We're have temperatures that are well below average and actually below freezing in a lot of spots, which is a little late, perhaps, on average, but not the latest on record, I'll tell you that. And also, you look at places like Charlotte, our average last freeze is actually March 28th. Last year, it was April the 10th. So it shouldn't be that surprising. It's just that it was so warm in February. And I did look at a couple of cities, and I'll look at more places like Charlotte, Atlanta. So far, March has been running cooler than February. So yes, you're not making it up. It's not in your mind. It's been happening. Freeze warnings are up across a lot of the southeast. Freeze watches actually across here, the Piedmont of North Carolina down into South Carolina too. Not all the way to the coast there in South Carolina, but pretty close. Here's the numbers right now. We're Nashville, it's 25, 28 in Huntsville, Little Rock, we're 29. Who's not cold? There's no one I can pick out here. Even Dallas, we're 42 and feeling like 37 degrees. So the chill is in the air all through the south. Temperatures this afternoon will rebound more and better than they have the past couple of days. You got all these numbers going up into the upper 50s at least, which, you know, we're still running a little below average. So we take it into the forecast, really below average across the northern Rockies, the northern plains, a little below average here, like 10 to 20 degrees into the southeast, but all the way down into Florida. Then as we go mid to late week, we start to see the warm up, and we see that tomorrow across the southern plains. Now we're going 10 to 20 degrees above average. We'll see that in the northeast as well. It's spreading through the Mississippi Valley, through the south and east. By the time you get to the end of this week, you will have forgotten all about the chill that you had this weekend and this morning. Dallas, how about this? 82 degrees. Now, all of a sudden, we're complaining it's too warm, aren't we? Temps are going more than 10 degrees above average, so a big turnaround by the end of the week. Lynette?
Does it look nice out there this morning, but it is a bit chilly, that's for sure. So let's delve into it, because we do have most of that colder air. It is confined to the northern plains, and that's really where we're going to start to see some of that snow as we move in through the week. So we will have several disturbances. Those are going to continue to work their way on off towards the east. We start out west, and they're going to be dealing with the snow and the rain there. I'll break all that down a little bit later for you, but we will have those disturbances moving off to the east. And with that, we're going to be dealing with that snow. We will have rain, and that rain really is reaching far off to the north as well. But in terms of that snow, we're just going to add on top of the snowpack that we've already been seeing already this winter and now the first day of spring. So we can see what's going on since September 1st. We do, have a departure that's above average at this point. Look at Bismarck. So we're about 50.8 inches. Pierce coming in about 13 inches there. And you can see the little arrow going up. So that means that we are above in terms of the snowfall department at this point. In terms of the Euro model, we're looking at this forecast. This goes through tonight into your Thursday night, and we pick up a good swath of snow if you're going to be looking at the purple.
See how things play out. Let's look at St. Louis, where lots of sunshine today. I know it's been a chilly start to your day. It's been a chilly weekend, but we're going to see a lot of changes this week. We do warm up, but we also see something else coming down, and that will be the precipitation. So yes, sunshine for now, but we bring in the clouds and rain coming in a couple instances here. We've got a number of rainy days ahead for this week. The rain comes in here across St. Louis. We'll see the skies darken up, and we're going to be adding up this week. So spring showers coming our way. Here's a look at the rainfall here in St. Louis. Some of it can be pretty heavy at times. We're especially looking central and southern Missouri for some of the biggest totals. Starting Wednesday, continuing Thursday and Friday, we could see more than 2 inches of rain. That is a possibility a little more south of there. So far this month, it's been a rainy month here across a lot of the lower Mississippi Valley, looking at southern Missouri, southern Illinois, Indiana, back into western Kentucky, all the way down. I mean, Memphis, I feel like we've been talking for storms with you nonstop so far, not just this month, but really this year. And the same thing across Arkansas, too. So soils are wet. The ground certainly has been soggy, to say the least. And with the pattern that we have with this cold front coming in and then hanging out, that's going to attract all the moisture. We'll see a wave of low pressure on the front probably by the end of the week, and that'll be important when we talk about the severe weather concerns. But it's also going to mean that we just see more precip chances, more rain chances for us here time and time again through this second part of the week. So we're going to be watching some stronger winds come in at the lower levels. That brings up the moisture. Again, that old front in place ends up attracting all the moisture. So we do end up with rounds of rain with a lot of moisture potential, meaning heavy rain is a possibility. Starting Thursday morning to Friday morning, we may be dealing with some flash flooding. So already giving you an outlook for this area from northern Texas through eastern Oklahoma, all the way through parts of Missouri like Springfield to St. Louis, and we'll track up into Indiana, even Ohio as well. Here we go with the timing of everything. So we start on Tuesday. Showers come in, lighter showers. Now we're into Wednesday morning. It's raining, maybe heavy at times. Then we come into Thursday. Now we really get into the heavy rainfall Thursday into Friday, and we'll be watching that, including not just Thursday to Friday, but Friday to Saturday, almost the same areas, just a little east for that concern for flash flooding. Now, another concern we have in this area is severe weather. So let's get to that with Dr. Greg Postel.
Definitely coming as we start you out west. And before I even say anything, I know your eyes go to all the reds and the yellows that we're seeing in the state of California there. This is over the past 7 days, and boy, has the total really added up in terms of the rainfall, but also the snow department as well. Again, we're talking about the last 7 days measured in feet when we've already had feet upon feet of snow across this area. And this is moving into the Intermountain West as well, into the interior. We can see already across plenty of areas. Boise, you're dealing with some rain right now with that temperature coming in about 41 degrees. Around Salt Lake City, you're looking at temperature about 42. With Las Vegas, you're coming in about 51 degrees right now. And yes, we still are dealing with some rain, some snow across the area. Let's go ahead and time this out for you as we go through the rest of today. We will have more of that moisture coming in again. So San Francisco, you're going to be getting in on the wet side as we go through the rest of today into the evening time frame. That extends all the way down towards LA as well. So be prepared for that. In terms of the snow, yes, we're going to be seeing this around Salt Lake City. Yeah, this heads into the Four Corners region as well. And look what happens as we look back towards Seattle and Portland, guys. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be dealing with more of that snow there. So I guess the best thing I should say that's come from all this snow and rain is the fact that we are busting the drought a bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, all the flooding concerns, that's just what's a little scary.
Yeah, the pattern continues again this week.
I've seen the drought monitor change radically over the last several months in the West. That's good news. But yeah, when it comes all at once, not so good.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we want to go to our question of the day topic today because, you know, it's not just spring breakers storming beaches along Florida's coast. Talk more about keeping those fruit safe in the cold temperatures.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that planted, unfortunately. And what is it? They say that you should do it after a certain time to be sure that you're not going to be dealing with any type of fruit.
I use tax day for us in Georgia, but it's different everywhere. Like in Pennsylvania, it was Mother's Day. Like, you know, you kind of have your local colloquialisms.
Yeah.
But I have some good news because it's going to get really warm in many areas east of the Rockies over the next couple days. So, you know, the 20s this morning in Atlanta will be replaced by 80s in a couple days.
Yeah, but not for everyone. We still have cold. We still snow in the forecast.
Yep.
That's where I want to start. Yes, on this first day of spring, we have snow coming our way. And I want to tell you about, you know, the cold air that's in place, partially because we still have a snowpack. Pretty big one out there still across parts of North Dakota, Minnesota, all the way. It likes it, but I will say sometimes I think it's like a good spot to go snorkeling. Really? Because you see more. Like fish are not going to hang out in the open water, you know? True. They need a little cover. Yeah. They need some food too, you know. So I have found that on some travels, though I don't really want to hang out in the seaweed. Yeah. I
mean, I guess if you know that it's there, I just don't like if you don't and like it touches you, it's like, oh,
what was that? Yeah, for sure. I've had that feeling as well. I will keep the comments coming. We'll share them on the show.